people and we're not live to them. So,
Yeah, fuck YouTube people.
I mean, the thing is, I guarantee you there's a 0.0 amount of people currently listening to it because the people who follow me on YouTube are mostly IRL people and they know
Yeah,
they watch me later anyway.
yeah.
I don't know why. Twitter's been weird lately about this whole. I don't know why. Every time I start up, it takes like a full minute before I can actually go live. Okay, here it is. Broadcast. All right. Hello, Twitter. We are now
What's
live
up?
to Twitter.
Twitter. Oh shit! What's up?
On this beautiful. Actually, I'm gonna start saying the date because that's one thing I realized I haven't been doing.
Yeah,
Today
it's
is
probably good.
February 4th. Beautiful Tuesday after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, unless you're in Japan, in which case it's February 5th.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's you got a lot. I'm sure you got a lot to say. Here, Mr. Locs, coming back from Japan and a few other places. You said.
I just went to the Philippines for one night,
Okay.
and it was horrible.
That's what you were saying. You said the airlines was the airlines bad or everything?
Well, the weather was not good. It's like, I mean, I've been to like Central America too, and it's like pretty run down.
Yeah.
And the Philippines is kind of like the Central America of Asia. So it's like, it reminded me of El Salvador. It looked a lot like it. The traffic was just as bad. It smelled just as bad.
Well, they speak Spanish in the Philippines, yeah?
They speak Tagalog, which is like sort of like Spanish because they were like colonized for a long time. Right. So they say words like pero and shit like that. And like the word for shoes is zapatos and things like that. Yeah. So it sounds kind of like Spanish. If you know Spanish, you'll hear some stuff that sounds similar.
Fluent Spanish would not help me that much.
Right. No, it wouldn't help you that much, but you'll hear some stuff and then you'll be like, oh, that's the same word. Yeah. But Philippines was not I'm not a fan. It's one of those things, and Philippine Airlines too. Like I was actually telling my girl this too. I was like, this is what makes people racist. This is what I felt really bad too. Well, I was just like, damn,
what specifically made the people racist though? Was it just they were slow and like?
Well, it's like the airline is not efficient. There's a bunch of they don't even use megaphones or the PA to announce where your gate is and things like that. Like
I had an issue with that in Cleveland.
Oh, what?
Like I missed a bus in Cleveland. I was taking a Greyhound. I've moved back to Cleveland right now. I was living in Chicago. Yeah. I was actually planning to make a trip back in early November, late October, I forget.
Yeah.
And I was waiting in line for my bus. And there's a whole bunch of people like, when you go to like an airline, anything, you like ask the people in front of you in line. You're like, hey, you're going to Chicago, right? Yep, I'm going to Chicago. Okay. Yeah. And I found like 20 people like Chicago, everyone. So we're all good. Mm-hmm. We're all sitting there waiting. And then all of us we're like looking at time. We were all like half an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 15 minutes past.
Oh, man.
And then I went to the front desk. They're like, oh, yeah, that left like 15, 20 minutes ago. We're like, and then like the whole crowd forms around me and we all demanded refunds. We're like, they're like, no, someone announced. We're like, no, we've been waiting here for half an hour early. We didn't see a bus pull in. We didn't see a driver come out. We didn't see anything. I'm like, how do you, was it like that bad there? Because like this was in the United States, I'm talking.
Well, it's like more like, it's just, so if you go into like, because that happened to me in the States when I was flying from Philadelphia to California one time. I was like sitting across from the gate and we didn't hear the announcement, I guess. But we were also getting drunk, so I don't know who was wrong.
Yeah.
But like in the Philippines,
cold sober and pissed.
Oh, okay.
I was very pissed.
It's like it was like the airport in Manila was just like, first of all, the gate area, like it was like super small and you couldn't really go too far outside of it. But like as soon as like people like a flight gets announced, it's like you hear the reception people or whatever, they just start yelling group numbers without using the PA or whatever. And everybody just kind of like lines up like in front of like where traffic is supposed to, like, foot traffic is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So it's like very not organized and it's very small. Right. So like it was just kind of annoying. I was just kind of like, I'm not really used to this kind of airport. Although, like I said, when I went to El Salvador, it's very similar. Also, what they do is, and this is the same thing in the Central America too, is they like screen your baggage like 4 fucking times. All right, let me tell you. So I get off. So I get off the plane.
You gotta grease all the hands, man.
Dude, it's ridiculous. On the way there, I get off the plane from San Francisco to in Manila. right? And so I'm supposed to have a really long layover. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to kick it in the airport. It's going to be fine. So the first thing happens, I get off, and this lady's like in her airport gear or whatever, and she's like, "We need your passports, right?" And I was like, "Wait, what? Like, what do you need my passports for?" You know what I mean? Like, why?
It wasn't customs or anything. It was
no. It was like what they were doing was people who had connecting flights. They like needed to like get the passport info, so we didn't have to go through customs essentially, or like immigration.
So like to fast track you.
Sort of, but it ended up being really slow. So that happened. It was really sketchy. Then about, let's say about 3 hours into my really long layover, I get an email that says that my flight has changed to tomorrow morning. So I went over to the gate that I was supposed to be at, and it still said that it was there. So I start talking to people, and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on with this? Like, I get this email. And then this woman goes, oh, somebody's going to have to come assist you. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you don't know what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So somebody comes like maybe a half an hour later and tells me that flight was canceled. So they ended up no, they didn't say anything. Okay. So they ended up if I hadn't checked my email, I wouldn't have known this. So,
and it sounds like your email got there before they had reflected it on their screen.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. And so
that's funny.
So what ended up happening was they put me in a hotel in Manila for the night. So I got to actually go into the Philippines. So I guess it's like not all bad. I got another notch on my passport, whatever. But so I got there, and then I got some free food and stuff.
I'm sorry. Why were you in Manila? Where did you come from?
It was a transfer point. So from San Francisco, I went San Francisco to Manila to Tokyo.
You couldn't do a direct flight to Tokyo? Was it?
Well, I could have, but this was a super cheap flight, dude. I paid $700 for this flight.
Oh, okay. So Tokyo Direct is expensive. I see.
Oh yeah. Well, if I want to take Japan Air or like ANA or something, so if I do that next time,
that would make sense. Is Manila a major airport hub?
Not really. I mean, like I think Philippine Airlines is the only airline that really goes through there.
Okay. Well, I guess you paid the price then.
No, exactly.
That's how you get what you pay for.
On the way back, it was even worse. So I had my bag all packed up, and I had to check it because I got some like really nice Japanese whiskey from my girlfriend's godmother, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to check my bag because you can't like bring that shit on the flight. And so I go there and I check my bag, which luckily is free. That's great. It's not like Spirit Airlines or whatever. They're like thinking on diming you,
right.
But I checked my bag and they told me that I needed to, like in Tokyo, they were like, so when you check your bag, like through Manila or something, you have to like get it rechecked. They have to like scan it in Manila because again, you go through like 14 different it's ridiculous. You go through security and then you have to go through security again while you're in the gating area for some reason. And
like I said, you got to grease another set of hands, man.
It's ridiculous. So they go, oh, so you need to recheck your bag. So I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. So I check my bag. I get to Manila, and I'm like, they told me I need to recheck my bag. So I go, and they're like, it's the dumbest shit. They literally have all the bags lined up, and they go, identify your bag. So I did. And then they're like, okay, can you open your bag up? And I'm thinking they're gonna like search it and like, scan it or whatever.
Wait, we're getting all wrapped up in a negative story, man. This is a bad Philippines.
No, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. It's ridiculous. So I'm thinking they're gonna scan my shit. And they opened it up. Like I opened it up, and the guy like looks at my bag, and then goes, "Okay," and I close it, and I'm like, "What was the point of that? Like, are you serious?"
Did you have anything sensitive in there at all? It was just clothes, I assume.
Well, I had alcohol and stuff in there, but like but
I mean, is that an issue there? Is alcohol an issue?
Well, it's usually it's usually an issue. I mean, they usually just want to know that you have it or whatever.
Okay.
But like, they didn't even do anything. They like made me do this thing, like go through this really lengthy process so they could look at it. I had my jacket over everything, by the way, so they couldn't even see what was in the bag.
Okay.
But the guy like looked at it, and then that was it. And I was like, you really gonna waste a half an hour of my time for this? Like, are you serious? Weird stuff, man. Yeah. Weird stuff. But that was just because the airline that I chose. So I would never again Philippine Airlines. They're the heart of the Filipino, they call it.
Heart of the Filipino.
I swear to you, they call it that. But anyway, other than that, like, Japan was pretty cool, man. I really enjoy. I was only in Tokyo, so I went to like the Mori Museum, which is like this giant museum. You go up to the top and you can see the entire view of Tokyo. And they had this like crazy Future Man exhibit, which was like talking about like how people will live like 50 years from now. And it was kind of cool, but also kind of unnerving because it's talking about things like evolving smart houses and like robo dogs and human augmentation. And they even had this one thing where this guy,
the world of tomorrow.
Sort of, yeah. This guy, like, he basically stored, I don't really know how to describe it, like, because I'm not a scientist, but he basically stored music or, like, sounds in DNA and then distilled it and put it in this, like, he, like, put, like, the DNA, like, liquid DNA.
Human DNA? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
In, like, this, like, this container, and it moved around and produced music. Like, weird shit, dude. Yeah. Like, you could look this shit up. It's fucking.
Well, what's funny is like on a strictly objective level, I can understand what you mean by that, but I'm just wondering what the purpose is.
I don't know. Just to not have humans, I guess. Like anti-human stuff,
That's weird.
This is the kind of stuff that like Alex Jones would hate.
But I was gonna say like I know, but that's the kind of stuff where people like I was about to jump to, but that's like demon worship. It's like
no, totally.
Well, to me, that's just randomness. It's like not even randomness for the sake of like danger or harm or anything. That's just it's like cool. You did something really weird.
Well, then it's other stuff like they had this thing where they were talking about like basically augmenting like babies. So like. If a baby was born in like a weird climate, they would like augment the nose or something like that so that it like could breathe better, or like remove a toe so that they couldn't get so they could get like a hookworm, like weird shit, dude. And then they were talking about like the ethics and stuff behind it, and that was like where it ended. Was like, should we really do this kind of stuff? What's that?
You're talking about human animal chimeras.
Oh, they actually had.
I was doing my best Alex Jones impression there.
No, they had something like that too. It was like the orangutan lady. And like, what's funny is I was looking that up.
Orangutan lady?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, am I about to have to Google this right now? Or?
Dude, I was looking this up like 4 weeks beforehand, and they had like a piece on it, and it was like a model of like a human orangutan hybrid. And then they had like babies, and the babies were more human than orangutan, but the mother was more orangutan than human. And they had like a giant model of it. And I was looking this shit up like 4 weeks prior because there's a bunch of like theories around whether or not they actually tried to do this. And apparently they did. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit.
Barut Galdikas? Does that sound like her name?
I don't remember that, but it sounds fucking crazy.
I just pulled up orangutan lady, and she said she's the leading authority on orangutans in the world.
Yeah.
Anthropologist, primatologist, conservationist, ethologist. She's currently a professor at Simon Fraser University. But I don't know. I mean,
no. So there was like, if you look up, there's like a Wikipedia article about this, and they talk about
right now
creating like human orangutan hybrids, and the only way to do it was to have like a human female be impregnated by an orangutan because like an orangutan female couldn't carry a human baby, basically.
Human Z,
that's it. The human chimpanzee
is a hypothetical chimpanzee human hybrid.
Yeah.
Not orangutan. That's why when you said orangutan, I was surprised because I know.
Yeah. You're right. So this one, the model that I saw at the Mori was an
unsuccessful attempt to create such a hybrid was made by Ilya very Russian name.
Yeah.
In 1920s, the portmanteau Human Z, as it was referred to, for the human chimpanzee hybrid appears to have entered usage into 1980s. What is the source on this? What is the source on this? If the Chinese succeed in their present attempts with artificial insemination to crossbreed a human being with the chimpanzee,
the Chinese, it's always the Chinese, man. They're creating weird shit. Where do you think you got that
This is from a book in 1967.
Yeah, man. This shit is real, buddy.
Oh shit! I didn't want to get into. All right, well, this is just where we live now. Conspiracy theories. Human Z. Add it to the. I really need to have like a this is why I need like a website so I can just have every like conspiracy theory I'm holding.
Dude, just put some stuff on my website, man. I already got one.
All right, well, let's do that then. I'll have a page, but it'll be all accepted current conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
it'll be like
actually talk about.
You watch the show It's Always Sunny?
I would love that if you did that.
You watch the show It's Always Sunny?
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
not anymore, but I used to. Yeah.
well, it was from one of the earlier seasons. You remember when Mac is trying to disprove science over religion, and he
Oh
like
yeah,
has the
yeah,
magnet
yeah,
board.
yeah,
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 we'll
yeah,
just
yeah,
have one big one of those of all the
yeah, yeah.
conspiracy theories. It's like yes or no.
Fantastic,
9/11,
fantastic.
yes. You know,
I'm into it.
coronavirus. You know, where does that
Coronavirus.
sit?
Oh, that's Resident Evil, man. The Resident Evil's coming.
I know, dude. Umbrella Corp. It's coming.
Yeah, man.
They're coming for us.
This is why I've been playing all those games, man. I got to prepare.
Oh, dude. Are you? Do you think you're ready though? Like you've been
Uh,
preparing.
I only have.
Are
I
you
only
gonna
have,
Goku us? Is the question. Are you gonna be sitting there spirit bombing while we're all dying?
You know what?
I don't want you to have to wish us back into existence, brother.
I'm gonna
I'd rather just stay
probably.
alive.
Dude, just come up here, dude. Come up here, get away from the city.
Spokane?
Yeah, dude.
I just signed a lease for a year.
God damn it.
I know.
Me too. Shit.
Well,
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. We didn't mention that. Yeah, you guys, I don't live in fucking the Bay Area anymore because that place sucks. So I moved.
You're still not in the heart of the country like I am.
No. I moved further north.
I think you left the blast radius. I mean,
I did. Definitely. Well, there's Seattle. We got Seattle.
If there's like ever a spirit bomb, if there's ever like a spirit bomb cast on the country of the United States, it definitely would have been on California.
Oh yeah, well it's like, probably. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? California's been burning consistently for the past every summer.
Where do you think those Buddhist monks are channeling their negative karma? You
think it's at California?
Oh yeah, dude, guaranteed.
Because of the sin?
Well, it's because of sun worship. You know.
Oh yeah.
When they do their sun salutation.
Yeah.
They're directing their negative chi from the night before at you guys, and then the Rocky Mountains protect us.
Now, so we're down good there anymore. That's why I'm gonna pull my girl out of there too, so she gets saved.
Yeah, you got to pull her further east because she's right. Yeah, she's right in the middle of all that Chinese artificial insemination, demon magic.
Chimpanzee.
That's the next flagship. Taxation is theft. Nothing. Human.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Humanzee, man. That's it.
But did you see any Humanzees in Tokyo while you were there?
I saw no Humanzees. I did see a lot of people with masks on because they were afraid of coronavirus, though. Actually, also in the Philippines. That's just kind of a thing in Japan, though. Everybody wears those masks.
Yeah, I've seen that. There's a wedding. They showed a picture of a wedding during this coronavirus, and like they took like a kissing photo with their masks against each other. Did you see that on Twitter?
Yeah, no, I did not. I'm not surprised though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's also like, it's not even just like because of the disease stuff. It's also like a social guard. So people just use it to like have an excuse to like not talk to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people are super
nosy potentially.
No, they're just like not. They don't want. They're like socially awkward kind of over there. You know what I mean?
I get that. I just think of what it would look like if I did that like around here.
Like, yeah, no. Well, in I mean,
just because I don't want to talk to people.
Like, well, no, in the U.S., yeah, you would kind of like
just in my apartment complex. Well over half the times I just go down the elevator, I have to have a conversation with an old person.
Wait, just two?
Just going down the elevator, there's a 1 in 2 chance that I will have to have a conversation with an old white person.
I mean, that's fine. I'll be honest. But they like look at you, they're like, "Hey, what's happening?
How are you doing? You?
Hey, hello, Michael."
Well, none of them know my name. I've only been here a month. None of them know my name.
They will know your name.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky?
Put
that evil on me.
You know what? I'm
trying to be anonymous.
One of my neighbors. So
I'm gonna get a cloak real soon. I'm gonna get a cloak.
A cloak, like an invisibility cloak?
No, just a cloak that like shields my eyes.
And then you're gonna put the mask on. You're gonna be like walking around like looking like Gandalf or something.
Huh? What are you talking about? No. I'm talking like more Assassin's Creed style, where just the thing is, if I look like if I'm staring like if my head is pointed directly at you, you will not see even like you'll see the tip of my nose, and that'll be.
You're gonna get arrested, man.
Perfect. For what? For why? This is America. It's a wardrobe choice.
This is America. Yeah, I mean, it's I guess you could say that it's a religion thing. You could say that it's your burqa, and people will leave you alone.
There we go. or what if it's just part of my religion? What if I take the Assassin's Credo?
Yeah.
You're gonna really tell me that I can't?
You should say that.
I believe that showing the eye is the seat of the soul. And only the people who deserve to look into my eyes can look into my eyes. I don't know.
You know what's funny about that? There's this group called Sleep Token. Did I tell you about this band yet?
No.
You should check these guys out. They
Sleep
like make
Token?
these really crazy music, but they like all wear masks because they say that they worship this deity named Sleep because no human tongue can pronounce his actual name.
Token, like,
Sleep Token, yeah.
but spelled like a token, like at a carcade or something.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Sleep Token, I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Musical
They're
group.
fucking awesome. I saw them
Oh,
live once,
I
and then I showed my girl the
saw.
music, and she fucking fell in love with them too. She
I
was
saw
like, "We need to
these
go see them."
masks on Twitter.
Yo, those guys are pretty insane, homie.
Those are some dope looking masks.
And
Masks
they're
they
just
wear.
Vessel. The guy's name is Vessel. That's what he
Vessel?
just called himself that.
Interesting imagery.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
It's
I haven't heard a lick of the music yet, but the imagery.
Yo, it's some crazy shit.
Wild.
So what they also did was they took these
Cult or band?
dude, they're a cult. So
I'm just looking at like the headlines, the article.
right, yeah. They actually did this really cool thing when they released their music, which is I think was pretty genius. If you go on Spotify, they have a ton of albums on there, but each album is really just the same album with a different track added to the end of it until they got to their actual final album called The Sundowning. So like they start with like one track, and then the next album is 2 tracks, and then with the first track and then a new track tacked on, and then subsequently, and then they released the final one pretty recently. With the entire album. It's a really ingenious way to get fucking stuff on Spotify, I think.
Well,
and like constantly have releases.
Well, I'm looking at an article right now. It says, "Who and what the hell are Sleep Token?"
No one knows, man. Nothing lasts forever, though. That's for sure.
Dude, this is probably gonna be the future of all bands. Is they're gonna become these like Gray Fox like handoff things like the Blue Man Group. Like the Jabberwockies, exactly. Like where you are no longer Paul McCartney, you are bass guitarist.
Yeah, right, right.
You are no longer, and actually I kind of like that. I hadn't really considered that.
Well, they kind of started that with that thing you do, right? That was the name of the bass player. It was just the bass player.
In the movie?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
They were.
I remember liking that movie as a kid when I saw it, but
it was great actually.
I just remember. I don't even remember why I liked it.
Because it's about music.
Yeah, I mean that's all you need as a kid. That's
right.
That's
exactly.
the sad thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Is like the funny thing is I remember like I don't think I ever had like bad taste as a kid. Like I know I watched bad things, but like when I watched bad things, I knew they were bad things. You know what I mean?
Right. Same.
I don't know. That's weird. That's kind of weird to say, but
I mean, no, I think I agree. I think that I would like to think that's of myself as well, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I did like Power Rangers when I was a kid, and Power Rangers are pretty terrible. So
yeah, I wanted to like the Power Rangers. I just never understood it. I was the one kid who's like, wait, but why do they combine? Wouldn't they divide and conquer?
Voltron used to do that too, man.
Well, I don't know. Like
that was like a classic trope.
I know, but I never understood it.
Also, Captain Planet, man.
I mean, I knew about divide and conquer at that age already. I knew that combining is never stronger. That's some globalist propaganda. You're always better as a fragmented group of individuals with a like mind mentality instead of combining into a hive mind.
Yeah, but so the thing
that's
with
always
Power
the way
Rangers,
I saw it. Like one giant Megazord, like it was always too clunky. They only used it for taking on the big bosses.
The reason was because they were not able to it's because Rita would make her freaking her minions like super giant.
Yeah. So that's why they needed the Megazord.
They would try to fight each other or fight them by themselves, but then they would combine and turn into the Megazord. And
was that the lesson we were supposed to learn as a kid? Is like we need to combine like.
It was supposed to be a teamwork thing, man.
Oh. See, I always saw it as I don't know.
Definitely teamwork.
I never understood it. I thought that like the more attack angles, the better. Like you always want to surround you. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I get that to some degree, but like if it's a single entity, right? Like,
yeah, I guess you need strength against strength.
Because like think about it like this: like when Batman fought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they kept trying to attack him individually, and he would just whoop their asses.
Did that ever happen?
Yeah, yeah, dude. What?
I mean, I'm sorry, I've never
Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a comic which I actually have the first volume of that. And then there was they just recently did a movie based on the comic. And you can see like clips of it on YouTube.
Have you seen Batman Ninja though? That's the most recent.
That sucks. I hated that. I hated it so much.
I mean, it was I don't know. I thought
I
it was
hate
very I thought it was very gimmicky, but I loved the art.
I
Um,
hated it. I hated everything about Batman Ninja.
well,
The
hold
pacing.
on.
I
The,
hated the concept of it. I thought it was like actually going to be Batman in feudal Japan. It turns out to be a time travel story. No, that sucked. That no,
oh,
get that shit
come
out of my face. I
on.
hated Batman Ninja. I will stand on that.
Wow. All right. All right. Well, here's the thing: is I haven't heard the Japanese sub version yet. I've only heard the.
Well, I mean, either way, like the story
Well,
was weak, so I don't even want to watch it.
I can. Okay, I'll put it this way: Batman is one of the few like superheroes for me. You can go super gimmicky. I don't care. You
Hmm.
go as corny as hell as you want. Like it's my junk food time. Like I don't need to be
Yeah,
sustained off
sure.
that. You know.
I mean, sure. I mean,
So
I guess
I
like I
enjoyed
don't
it
know.
for
I
the
still like
novelty. It was like
want
candy for
quality.
me. It was like candy for me.
I still want quality.
I,
Like if I'm playing a Batman game, for example, like I still want the story to be good. Like I
oh
didn't
yeah.
like Batman
Well,
Arkham
I
Origins at
I
all.
appreciated it for the. I thought the art was very well done.
Sure, but that's because it's just an anime. Like if you want some good superhero anime, check out the X-Men anime from a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what
That
you're
shit
talking
is
about.
awesome.
I haven't gone back and watched
There's
them. Yeah.
also an Iron Man one too. I
Yep.
think there's like four of them, but I
There's
know
a
about the X-Men and the
there's a
Iron Man one.
Spider-Man one too. You made there's
Was
amazing.
there?
Yeah, there's
I
a.
never watched
Well,
that.
the thing is, the Amazing Spider-Man was one of the first successful TV animation things because that's the one that they meme all the
You're
time.
talking about the '60s one or the
You
'90s
know,
one?
the '90s. Well, the '90s one was the one that started all the others.
Yeah, the '90s Spider. I mean, Spider-Man was
That
the
one's more of a meme.
of
I'm
all
not saying that
time.
was good. I'm just saying that's like what got them back into doing
I
it.
think it was pretty good.
It
Well,
was
like even
alright.
if you watch it now, it's pretty good.
Like
That was
the
the
one is
original MCU. Also, all of
yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
characters. Like there was the Iron Man cartoon that
Yep,
crossed over, the X-Men
yep.
cartoon crossed over, the Hulk cartoon. Like
Well,
people don't even know Marvel has already done this. They did this
yeah.
before
Well, and
back in the
I
day.
played Marvel Ultimate Alliance back when they gave it away free
Dude,
with Xbox 360s.
yo,
You
those games were the
remember?
shit. Yo, have you played the
I played
newest
through
one?
the whole game. No, you told me it was good.
It's good.
Yeah, you told me
I've
that.
been playing it again recently,
Last time
actually.
I had
And
you on, you told me I need to play it.
yeah, you definitely should. It's fantastic. If you get it, we can play together too because it's
Oh
online.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to play for the PSN?
No, it's on. It's only on Switch. It's only on
Oh,
Switch.
I
It's
don't have a Switch.
yeah. You don't have a Switch? Damn.
Sorry, I don't do Nintendo. Remember?
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad, man.
I mean,
Nintendo's
normally I'll save. I normally shit on Nintendo every second I have. So,
why?
I just like being edgy.
Why? Yeah, I mean, how edgy? You're
No.
shitting on the granddaddy of all games,
But here's the
man.
thing, man, is like my parents didn't like me playing video games during the Nintendo glory days.
Yeah,
My
I mean,
first
I hear
system
that.
ever was a PS1. Never looked back.
Oh,
Never looked back.
oh. You know that was supposed to be a Nintendo system.
It looks like a Nintendo system.
Like the story is that
I
Nintendo and
remember.
Sony were doing a collab, and they were supposed to do a disc drive for the Super Nintendo, and they were calling it the PlayStation, and the deal fell through, and Sony went ahead and did it without Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I mean, I don't know. PS2 was like my first big boy system. That was the first time. Like I had a PS2.
That was everybody's first big boy system, man.
I know. And the thing is, all right. So what's the game that put hair in your balls? Have we had this conversation?
To put hair on my
Yeah,
balls?
what's the one
Probably
you put
the
time
first Resident
into?
Evil.
Yeah.
Oh, I put time into the most.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was okay. Like
You
the
know?
first game that I put a lot of hours into.
Yes. The one that you like.
Probably Zelda.
The one
Ocarina
you
of Time.
achievement hoard before achievement hoarding was a thing.
Zelda Ocarina of Time for sure.
That's a lot of people's. I never.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of people play that one.
That game is great. It's
Yeah,
still
great
great to
game.
this day.
I can. Here's the thing: is I'll rag on Nintendo more out of spite because I didn't get to play it. But
Yeah,
actually,
it sounds like it.
but pragmatically, I like to fucking be edgy and troll all the time. But
Sure, yeah.
the point is it actually is a great game. And when push comes to shove, I will say Ocarina of Time is probably one of the best games ever made.
It's
like,
it's
for
up there.
The breadth of
sure.
the breadth of what it had at that time. Like there were so many games that were trying to catch up to that for the next decade. Like for the next decade, it had influences on games. And now,
I mean, also Super Mario 64 is up there too for me because I played the crap out of that.
Yeah.
Also, the original Punch Out.
Original Punch Out. See, that's
I still play that game
a
lot.
How about this? How about this? I will explain to you exactly where I'm at in gaming, and that will explain to you a lot. What are you currently playing right now? You probably have a couple.
What am I currently playing right now? Super Smash Brothers. Because I only have my Switch up here.
Okay.
So Super Smash Brothers. I mean, if you want to talk about like games that I'm playing long term, like some Samurai Showdown, I'm playing a lot of with my girl. I'm playing a lot of
See, you're
Mortal
playing with
Kombat.
your girl though.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Jealous.
we stream that game together.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
You got a good setup going right now.
yeah, and then Mortal Kombat 11,
You play
and
that
then
on PS4,
actually,
don't you?
what's
You
that?
play on PS4, don't you?
Yeah, I mean,
That's something.
I have the Switch version also of both
That's
games.
something we could do because I do have that game.
Yeah. I actually, wait, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna wreck you on that
Oh, I'm
game.
sure you would.
Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
I haven't been a try hard in a minute, but
I
I
haven't
hate
played the
losing.
Joker yet, but I need to
Oh,
do that.
I don't have any of the new ones. I just have the base game.
I got, but actually, Samurai Showdown, I went and got the Switch version in Japan because it hasn't come out in the US yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I got that and I
Oh.
saw it in the store. And I also got a couple of Vita games that I cannot find. Dude, in Japan, the PlayStation Vita is still like I can go to stores and still find games for it, which is amazing because you can't find games for it at all in the US.
Really?
So I got like God Eater 2. I got a One Piece game, and then I got this random Sega fighting game called Fighting Climax that I've never even heard of. But yeah, so but in terms of what I'm playing,
say,
now it's mostly
I'm only
Samurai
playing
Showdown.
one game right now, and I only have one game I want to play for probably the next 6 months.
Yeah, what is it?
Total War Warhammer 2.
Oh, you're still playing that? Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, Total War Warhammer 3 is supposed to come out later this year.
Oh shit. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I should have went to. So I went down to this area. I went down to Harajuku. Or no, sorry, this was in Akihabara. And they have a Warhammer shop, like a giant
really?
Warhammer shop there. And I meant to take a picture of it and send it to you. I totally forgot.
Oh, that's all good. I didn't realize how big Warhammer lore is. Like, that's like.
Yeah, man.
I bought this game back in Chicago, back when it was on sale. And the thing is, I'm a huge fan of the Total War franchise as a whole. I like grand strategy, whatever. But I actually was ridiculous. I thought I was like, I like the historical ones. And then when they went into fantasy, I'm like, this is stupid. You're killing the franchise. So I just bought it on sale and kind of left it on the shelf. Then I didn't realize that they did Warhammer 1 and then Warhammer 2. Did I explain this to you before?
No.
That if you have Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2, they took the map from Warhammer 1, but when you boot up Warhammer 2, which there's no reason to boot up Warhammer 1 anymore, there's two maps. There's the map that is built for just Warhammer 2. If you only own Warhammer 2, there's a separate map that is a reductionist version of the full game map. Picture it. Actually it's the thing. Warhammer lore is based off our world. The old world is literally like Europe, Russia, and the Middle East only.
Right. Got it.
The thing is, Warhammer 2 would be like Africa, South America, and North America.
Okay.
So you can play them separately, but if you own both, you can have the entire world map combined.
Wait, in 3?
In 1 and 2. The thing is, they've already confirmed that 3 will become like India, Japan. They're about to add the Eastern influence.
So wait, so let me just get this straight. So is Warhammer like a fantasy game, or is it like a
tabletop based off of Dungeons and Dragons?
Wait. So wait, but you saying that you were playing a video game version?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And here's the thing: the modding community. Okay, I've had phases of playing this game. Like I've gotten sick of this game like 5 times already.
Oh
but the thing is, the developers are literally every month are releasing a new faction that completely adds new mechanics, and every other month they're reworking the entire factions, which are like, dude, I could really get into it and it would be really nerdy, so I'm gonna stop. But every faction plays different. Like, perfect example, you have your vanilla factions, you have like your humans, you have the Empire, the Bretonians, which are like the knights, but there's like the Ratmen, which play completely different.
Interesting.
Their whole thing is based on
kind of like Warcraft, kind of.
Completely.
Okay, got it. Okay.
But the point is, Warhammer 3 is going to come out, and the whole point is...
When does that come out?
They're saying later this year. They said...
okay, tight.
Wait,
are you playing this on PC?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Ultra. Well, that's the thing, man. Like, my PS4 is great, but I just got my baby up and running again, and she is...
Yeah.
The thing
is, everybody who plays PC, all you PC guys, you're just, like, all about it.
Hey, man, these are my gaming headphones, too.
I mean, I hear you. I can't see you because I don't have
I know, yeah. I forget, sorry. I don't have a way. For anyone who would ever want to be a guest, just so you know, when you are live, you can't see me. You have to watch the show.
It's mysterious.
Yeah, you just get the.
Very mysterious.
Does it just say MP?
No, I see your avatar, like your
Oh,
photo.
my little photo. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So like at least I can see
at
your
least you
face.
have my smiling face. Perfect.
Yeah.
But all right. I mean, we
We
talked about
talked about games
Japan
for so long.
gaming
Yeah.
for way too long there, probably. But
That's always happens. We
would
always get
I
games.
have a question for you, real quick, succinct. What'd
What's
you think of
up?
my girl Shakira?
Oh, well, I
Fellow
didn't watch. I'm
Colombiana.
not gonna lie, I didn't watch because I don't give a crap about football. But also, like,
Oh,
so I saw
it was a
like a
great
little
game.
bit. Well, also like I kind of was hoping the 49ers would lose because I just left San Francisco and
Oh,
fuck
that's
that
true.
place.
Oh, so
So
you're with the good guys. You're on the winning
yeah, I'm
side.
glad
Okay.
Kansas City
Even
won.
though
I'm glad that
you moved
Kansas
out of
City, who
San Francisco.
represented the great state of Kansas, won.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? So like a bunch of people on my Facebook tried to like, because I got a bunch of liberal Trump haters on my Facebook, and so
Oh, I'm surprised how many I have. I thought they
yeah,
would have unfollowed me by now. I
well,
aspired for
some of
them to
them
get.
did, some of them did, but like
They stick
a
around.
lot of them are pretty reasonable, mostly because I don't go on Facebook as much anymore and I don't troll them as much.
I
But
assume they still want to get turned. They're still like they want to get
right,
sold.
right.
They know there's
So
something they might be missing out on.
right. So a lot of people were posting like, "Oh, Trump thought that Kansas City was in Kansas. What an idiot!" And it's like, first of all, it is in Kansas.
Well,
It's
yeah.
also in Missouri.
Yeah.
Second, the team represents both states. It's kind of like how the New York Giants and the New York Jets play in New Jersey, but represent both New York and New Jersey. And people don't seem to get that. They're still like, oh well,
Honestly,
this other guy.
I've
This
never
other guy
understood the whole
actually compared it
Oakland
to
San Fran thing.
What?
I've never understood the whole Oakland San Fran thing.
What do you mean?
Like, how close are they together? They're just
right
on
across the
other
bay
sides
from each other.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're just on other
Yeah,
sides of the bay. But
Yeah,
I mean, do Oakland fans? Is there any animosity? Like people in Oakland?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like most people in Oakland are Raiders fans.
Right.
But I mean, the Raiders are leaving Oakland soon anyway.
Yeah, they're going to Las Vegas, but
yeah, but they're not. Apparently, they're not going to be the Raiders
but
anymore either.
more my question is like in Cleveland, like you're frowned upon for being a Pittsburgh fan, but there's a lot of people who are edgy and do it anyway, or have family and do it anyway. And they're two cities that are fairly close. I mean, I can get to Pittsburgh.
Wait. Pittsburgh? Are you talking about Cincinnati? Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking
Pittsburgh Steelers?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why would you be a Pittsburgh Steelers fan in Cleveland?
It happens all the time.
How?
Okay, there's two examples. One, this is fairly common. Actually, my cousin. Well, it's funny. Okay. Quick story. I'm Colombian. My father's raised in Cleveland. He's a take it or leave it Cleveland fan. His brother, diehard Cleveland fan.
Okay.
My mother's sister, who's also Colombian, married a guy from Cleveland. My Uncle John. He is German. He is from Pittsburgh. His family was raised in Pittsburgh, and they're like part of the German. That's like he's part of the loyal fans from way back when.
Right, sure.
So they married into them. So I have literally Steelers fans in my family who are the legit kind. Now, there's the second crowd. These are people who just love to be hated. And instead of buying a Browns jersey to go to the party, they wear a Steelers jersey. Why? It gets them a lot of attention.
Okay, so that doesn't really happen that much in the Bay. I mean, like
that's what I was curious
I saw
about.
like my friend Coffrey. He's like he lives in Oakland, but he's a 49ers fan. And he was like posting a bunch of stuff about like going to the after party and things like that. So like, but there's people that. What's that?
I'm saying, how's the after party now?
No, he went to it too, and he posted. He's like, "We still got a lot to be proud of, baby," all that kind of stuff. And I saw like those videos. But like, it's funny to go back to like what I was saying before. These people were comparing these things. He's kind of one of these guys too.
Just like it.
He'll compare like Trump saying.
Is this guy on Twitter? No,
legit
question. Is this guy on Twitter?
I don't know.
Don't out him over the video, but if you remember, send me his info because I would like to follow him.
Yeah, sure.
A man who thinks this way.
He actually runs an organization called Hip Hop for Change that's actually pretty positive. So we don't agree on a lot of things, but we're still friends. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's the point of all this. It's like
exactly. But anyway, so it's like people were comparing like Trump saying like the whole thing about Kansas to like when Obama said that he's been to 57 states. And I was like,
did he say that?
That's not. Yeah, he did.
Did he mean 57 countries? Because that's.
I don't know. I think he was talking about
would believe that he
States.
probably went to 57 countries. Honestly.
I think he was talking about the United States, and he said like 57 states or something. And somebody's like, "Well, remember when people got on Obama for that?" And I was like, "Actually, I don't, because I was a liberal back then, so I don't remember that." But I do remember him saying it. I don't remember people making fun of him for it.
You know what? Drives me nuts more than anything in political dialogue is when people take this moral high ground because they remembered something that you maybe should remember, but don't care anymore. Because the main reason it bothers me is because I used to do that.
Yeah,
I've learned my lesson. Like I've learned my lesson the hard way.
Well, the thing about this is it's not even an apt comparison.
Right? No, it's not. It's
because Trump was actually right.
The coverage is completely different too.
Right.
That's what I'm going to say. That's what I was going to say is the coverage of Trump and Obama. If you're just comparing that, completely different.
Right.
We forget that Obama could take a dump on stage and be like, he had Taco Bell. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. No, we get it. Like, it's sorry, Obama. Like, they are so apologetic to him. Trump, man, they're like, I love you guys. Like, he doesn't mean it.
Right. Exactly. I mean,
coverage completely different.
It's just funny. It's just funny to me that like that was like the huge deal. They're like, oh my God, he's so dumb. It's like, first of all, 50% of people who hear Kansas City are gonna think it's in Kansas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Seriously. I mean, because half of it, they would only be half wrong too.
I had heard that before because actually I had a friend from Chicago who's a diehard Kansas City fan.
Yeah.
Shout out, Scott. Glad you got your win.
What up, Scott?
He's probably not watching this, but I just figured
God damn it.
I'd leave it for. I mean, Scott, you should be watching, but if you do, shout out. That he had told me a long time ago because he drove out there and he told me exactly where he went. But yet, when I saw the tweet, I still forgot. It's like one of those such trivial. You know what it reminds me of? It's actually from a Louis C.K. skit.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? People who know random facts are so faggy. Oh, that was his faggy. It was from his faggy skit. He's like, he's like, I'm not talking about gay people. I'm talking about faggy people. And he goes, you know, I picture the person doing one thing. You didn't know people from Phoenix are Phoenicians?
Yeah, exactly.
And like for some reason that like line, because it was an epiphany moment for me. Like I knew who the Phoenicians were as a culture, and I know the city of Phoenix, but I had never put two and two together. So like I'm dying laughing because it's such a trivial detail, but people get so hung up on the fact that they know it and you don't.
Exactly. Like, well, the thing about it is,
you should feel happier sharing information with people.
You know, exactly. I agree.
It's like,
with
wow,
that.
I found an opportunity to share something you didn't know. Isn't this cool?
No, yeah. Well, like, people just they want to lord it over, man, and especially when it comes to especially when it comes to the president, because anytime they could quote unquote make the guy look like an idiot. Or say that he looks like an idiot. They it's like a triumphant moment for them, which I think is really silly.
Everyone's trying to posterize each other. You know, they're all trying to. Everyone's trying to dunk on everyone. You know.
Right. Exactly.
I think people haven't learned like the spiritual lesson of like karma. It's like when you dunk on somebody, you're dunking on yourself too. It's like everyone sees that malice you have, and they're like, ooh, like hey, well,
you play me, you try to play me, you play yourself.
Yeah.
Hashtag Prince. He was right about that.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, the more I learn about Prince, the more I realize I undervalue him.
Yeah, really?
Good. The thing is, my mother's Colombian.
Yeah.
And my dad he liked Prince, but he never was really into Prince. What I learned is that a lot of people's parents I know, their parents were really fucking into Prince.
Oh, well, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure that I was conceived to Prince, dude. I'm like
positive. That's probably true.
You know?
That's Seriously. Probably true.
Prince is like Prince is my basically my dad.
Dude, is that how we get our music taste, from the music that stirred the loins of our parents? Is that like
maybe. I mean, it's not like I actually wasn't a huge Prince fan until after he died. Like I liked some of his stuff, but like I got really into some of his like more obscure stuff. Like he has this record called, I think it's called Expectation, and it's like an instrumental jazz record. And every track is like an X word, so it's like exception, expectation, like excitement, like things like that.
Yeah.
And it's all really fucking sick. And he plays like all of the instruments on it.
Really?
It's amazing.
Okay, that's okay. Oh, that's going.
It's real good. I would check that out.
Yeah, that's going on.
You can only find it on Tidal though, because Jay-Z has all the rights to all of his shit.
You gotta be kidding me! Is
Prince
not even on Spotify?
Nope.
You gotta be kidding.
Yeah, I'm not kidding at all.
Oh no, he's got Purple
Jay-Z
Rain,
owns it.
When Doves Cry, Raspberry Beret,
It's
1999.
all it's gonna be like all the hits, but you can't
Right,
get like
his deeper
his real
cuts.
shit. Yeah.
Dang. Oh no, here Expectations right here.
Well, did they add it?
I mean,
Yeah, here we go.
I can't keep it playing because we're on YouTube and they'll instantly, well, demonetize. Fuck, we're not making money off this.
Fuck that.
Let
We're
it
not
pray,
making
Prince.
money.
I'll just leave that on in the background. But
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
I don't know this side of Prince. All I know is the Raspberry Beret party
Yeah, no,
like
this
it's
stuff is the shit,
1990.
man.
Actually,
And like musicology is really cool, man. Like there's some like I remember last time I was one time I used to have a girlfriend up in Seattle
mhm.
and I would go up and visit her. And one time we like just like basically like listened to like all of like the deep ass cuts and like drove around like Vashon on like a scooter and shit. It
Ooh,
was pretty sick, dude.
ooh, that violin? Dang.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'm gonna pencil
That's
that.
the right record.
I'm gonna mark that for later. But
That's the
dang,
right record, bro.
are you? Oh,
Listen to that
actually,
record.
I didn't even ask you this question. Are you a Spotifyer as I am?
I
or-
have Spotify, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm on my shit's on Spotify. I gotta listen to that shit.
Oh yeah.
I listen to my own music on Spotify. That's what
That I believe that'd be a bit masturbatory, but
Yeah, that's how
No,
I don't jerk off, so I have to.
right, you have to listen to your own music.
I have to do that.
Perfect. Actually, I do. I don't think I've ever listened to your stuff on. What's it listed as, Chris Locs, or?
No,
We'll
so
take this
you
as an
can
opportunity
look
to
up-
plug for you while I'm
Yeah, you
looking
can
it
look
up.
up a couple of things. So the Other Tones
The
is
Other
an old
Tones.
band that I
Okay.
like wrote most of those songs. That's on the record. That's
I
on
see
there.
you.
And then Vinyl Spectrum is the band that I like, the band that got the most play. Like we got licensed and things like that.
Okay.
And
Is
then there's
that-
another band.
Oh, I
called-
see you. Yep.
Yeah, and there's another band called Plastic Villains that has a record on there. That's like a grunge rock band that I really love that record. I just play bass on it. But
Plastic what?
Plastic Villains.
Villains. Oh, that's the name of the
Yeah.
album.
That's the name of the
Artist,
band.
Plastic
The record's called Don't Look Down.
I see it. Cool. All right. Well, I got that saved for later. I'll check that out.
Word up. Yeah, check that out, man. Fucking listen to me. and shit.
So we got that. Well, have you listened to it all? I know you're just getting back to the States. You're just getting a new apartment, everything. The last thing
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you if you'd known anything about was Iowa. Have you heard anything about this new Iowa?
What, the caucus?
Yeah.
The like how Buttigieg is winning? I heard Buttigieg is winning.
Oh, I haven't. I honestly, I've heard so much. I've heard so many different stories that I'm still waiting for the dust to settle. Is that where it's at now?
Yeah, well, my
all I
friend
know is
posted
that Bernie
something.
apparently had really good turnout and didn't get it nearly as good as a district polling as he thought he was.
Yeah, I heard.
That apparently turnout was great for him, but he just didn't win
Yeah.
the districts.
I heard that. So what I was seeing was Buttigieg and Bernie were ahead. My friend posted that he said congratulations to Donald Trump for winning both the Democratic and Republican Iowa caucuses, which I thought was hilarious. I heard that Bill Weld got a delegate, and then he got one. But yeah, I think
good for Bill Weld. I
Buttigieg
mean,
might,
honestly,
win.
I appreciate Bill Weld probably more than any of them. So
Yeah, I agree. I think Buttigieg might get it.
I hope Buttigieg gets the nomination for one reason and one reason alone, and it's a bit malicious of me, but oh well.
What is it?
I would love to see him and LeBron. Oh, wow.
LeBron.
Trump on a debate stage.
I mean, Trump basically is the LeBron of politics.
That's probably why I had that Freudian slip, because I imagined getting dunked on. I don't think.
I mean, that's kind of what I feel about everybody in the Democratic side. I want to just.
But it's something
I
different.
said this to.
They're gonna
to
say
Ed
Trump's a homophobe, and I can't wait to hear that.
Oh yeah.
Trump's gonna say something. Trump's gonna make fun of him
gays.
because look at this. All the people Trump's debated were Republican straight men, and he made fun
Yeah.
of them for being girly.
You
You see where I'm getting?
Yeah.
Trump's gonna say something, and I guarantee you, the PC police, before he even breathes or moves a muscle, they'll be like, "They didn't make enough eye contact. He didn't shake his hand properly."
homophobic.
Oh, I can't wait. I think we as a country need that cathartic release. Personally.
I agree.
How about this?
That'd
This
be
is
good.
my endorsement of Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
Buttigieg.
So I hope he wins it, so we can finally resolve that it can be funny for an overly masculine man to make fun of an overly feminine man.
Hey, man.
It makes for good comedy, and we all enjoy it.
I am so okay with it. If he gets it, it's fine because nobody's gonna beat Trump anyway.
No,
so.
that's actually Bill. Weld.
Especially because let's try it all. Because we're near the end here.
Yeah.
Let's tie it all the way back to the fucking beginning because the Super Bowl stuff. Now, Trump's Super Bowl ad.
Oh yeah, good point.
That was genius. First of all, I've never heard of any sitting president or presidential candidate having a Super Bowl ad, which is amazing. But second,
good point.
The
good
whole
point.
thing,
I didn't even think of that.
It was great timing, and the whole thing was about how he let that black woman out of prison.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know how many black people are watching that?
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
Well, you know what's funny? I was in a room.
That's it.
I was at a party full of white people, and I
Mhm.
was the racial diversity being a half Colombian guy.
Yeah,
so I paraded around the room. I'm like, here we go, targeting black women. Here we go, all black women. Here. You should vote for Trump. I forget exactly. I was drinking, but I forget exactly what I said. But that's the point.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna get at least a couple of them.
Even if I was a black woman,
yeah,
I would say Trump is literally targeting me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
In reality, when is the last time politicians just targeted strictly a black woman? Yeah, you're right. It's completely pandering. It is, but he is tripling down on the pandering.
But it's not even just pandering because he did do that.
That's the point I was going to make. I'm talking.
He did do that.
I'm talking strictly the political vessel itself. When people look at it happening, they're going to be like, he's pandering. But you're right. He is pandering on something he did successfully.
Right, exactly. And he's doing it during a time when a bunch of people are freaking watching the goddamn TV. It was genius.
Watch Kim Kardashian come endorse him after Kanye.
She already did.
But no, I'm saying like on stage with him or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
watch it happen.
Black women hate Kim Kardashian, so that's probably not a good idea.
Do they really?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, she's like
just stole a black man.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah. Well, she's like trying to steal the black woman's like look.
Yeah.
She got her booty all augmented.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Oh.
I thought it'd be all just mutual kind of respect all women kind of deal, but
no, dude, you know.
I forget. I was thinking from a man's mind. I was thinking, see, men get along. I tweeted about this a long time ago. I'm like, it's not actually one of the tweets I had a long time ago. I was like, it's not black men and white men that can't get along. It's black women and white women who can't get along. Because most of the time, guys, we
I think for the most part, men get along. Yeah.
We chest puff a lot, but when it comes down to most things, it's as long as we're fed, as long as we can sleep,
right, exactly,
we're good.
Right, exactly. I agree.
We don't have those. Oh, look at that bitch moment.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a woman.
Unless they're being faggy,
huh?
Unless they're being faggy.
Right. And there's an epidemic of that going around these days. Men who are liberal with their likes. If I may coin that phrase.
Exactly.
All right, man. You had to bounce, didn't you?
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
it's time.
It's good to be back. Well, we'll see about doing this again soon, hopefully.
Yeah, let's do it in the next couple of days or in the next week or something like that because we got to keep making these, man. I'm down. Let's do it.
I'll see you then.
Right,
Peace.
Peace.